powered by Riverside.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy GQ, and I'm here with Boulevard. Welcome to another amazing episode of Live from the Bench. We locked out. We put out the week 2 matchups and predictions for this year's NFL season, and now we're going to give you the premier game, and that's our Monday night game, the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Atlanta Falcons. Before we go into it, Boulevard, how are you doing?
I'm good.
That's what I like. So last week, we came away with a victory against the Green Bay Packers. It looked kind of scary for a little bit, but the Eagles pulled through. Now we're going up against Atlanta Falcons with another quarterback who likes to get hurt. Atlanta Falcons versus the Eagles. It's one of those games where it looks like on paper it could be a good matchup just because of Kirk Cousins, but then when you think about it, you be more realistic. It's not really a matchup in my eyes. If you break it down position by position and looking at everybody's matchup, it's not a good look for the Atlanta Falcons. I just feel like this might be a 100% an Eagles win, and to the extent of the Eagles actually throwing all over the Atlanta Falcons, just being a matchup nightmare for the Falcons. What do you think, Boulevard?
It's never that simple in NFL. I mean, last week the Falcons ran a weird offense, and I don't think that'll be successful to run it the way they did. Like, I went off and I looked at the numbers. I went off and looked at research and shit. They only attempted one play action pass last week. Kirk Cousins averaged 6 yards per completion on its way to 155 yards. Did not attempt to pass downfield more than 20 yards. And even still, the Steelers were able to get pressure on him almost half the time without blitzing. Both of his interceptions last week came under pressure. He crumbles in prime time. He has a 3-10 record in Monday night games. That's what the numbers told me. Now, the eyes tell me he's still injured. He was never really that mobile, but he's way less mobile now. And so he can't really move. I don't know if I'd say he's done, but he didn't look great last week. And considering the weapons at his disposal, that doesn't make sense to me. Now, I guess we're going team by team. I'd say strategically the Eagles might want to, position, might want to try to find ways to generate some pressure on that guy.
Yeah.
It seems to be the easiest way to beat him. So.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that, I didn't have those numbers. I didn't know those numbers. And you just shedding those light. And this is one of the things that people got to understand. Boulevard is he's a analytical genius. Like, he looks at the numbers. And this is why if anybody ever tries to come on and try to say that what we're saying is wrong, Boulevard is like 100% proof of why we're not wrong, because he goes out of his way to make sure that we're not saying dumb shit out of our mouth. Well, I'll probably still say dumb shit. He may not. But I think putting that pressure on Kirk Cousins, I feel like that's always a good thing when you got quarterbacks that they call the statue quarterbacks. And he is a statue quarterback. So putting the pressure on him, then him just not being able to get those weapons involved. Like a lot of people, the jury's still out with Drake London. Some people already made up their mind that Drake London's not good. People want to see Kyle Pitts do well, but we're just not sure what's going to happen because they didn't really. I mean, they improved their quarterback position, but they got a young guy who could possibly still be developing for a guy that's basically done any day now, you know. So
maybe have stats for that.
you
Drake London and was it Daryl or Darnell Mooney?
That's him.
Both on the field for 100% of Cousins dropbacks. Between the two of them, they caught 3 receptions for, what is that, 30 yards?
Wait, combined?
Mm-hmm. You will never guess who led the team in targets.
Was it Bijan?
Nah. It was Ray McLeod. He had 7 targets last week. And again, that's what no real play action or any crap like that. No downfield passing. I mean, Bijan had 5 catches for 43. Pitts had 3 targets, but scored the only team's only touchdown. So that's what the stats say. And he was also on the field for 100% of the dropbacks. So it doesn't seem like they really feel like they got any depth at that position at their offensive weapons.
Yeah.
But then it doesn't seem like they're capable of using them either. I mean, that was against the Steelers. So what's that? Joey Porter shut down Drake London, presumably.
Wow.
Yeah. The numbers tell the story, man. And the story is London's a bust. That offense going to be more of the same. Their quarterback can't move. But Bijan Robinson is going to be a bright spot in a stormy day.
Yeah.
That's all he's going to
be. I knew Atlanta would be bad. I didn't think it was going to be that bad because by the numbers, they look like they're doing worse than they were doing with Desmond Ridder.
Well, as far as I know, Ridder could at least move a little.
Yeah.
Ridder wasn't walking around with a busted ankle, Achilles, whatever.
So if you're Atlanta's coaching staff, how long are you waiting to say it's time for us to put Penix in?
Soon as Penix shows some form of understanding of the offense. And we're probably not to the point where you just have to run it at its most basic, where you can get a little complicated about it. So depends on how much reps they're actually giving him. I wouldn't be giving Cousins so many if he's out there with injured as is, still recovering from last year. He wouldn't be getting too many reps in practice, I presume. Plus, he's a little older.
Yeah.
So as soon as Phoenix shows he's capable and ready, as soon as the team's ready to get behind him, it's up to Phoenix when it's time. Not Cousins. We know what we're going to get.
Yeah. We know exactly what we're going to get with Cousins.
I mean, you know what you're going to get with Cousins. But at the same time, Cousins needs to sit because Cousins needs to heal. But if you bring Penix in, you can't go back to Cousins. So this is a hell of a conundrum that they put themselves in. And it's only going to be resolved once Cousins just bites the bullet and sits because he's not physically capable at this point. I mean, that'll just mean he'll end up on a trade block next season, and then it'll be a big mystery. Where's he going? What's going to happen with his contract? Yada, yada, yada. But we're seriously, if he comes out and shits the bed like he did this week, if he does that again, give him another game. Maybe give him up to week 4 games, see what you got with him. If he's not showing it, if he's not physically improving, he's got to hit the bench. Don't end the episode there. But he's got to hit the bench.
Yeah. I agree. I feel like if they start the season 0-4, then now you got to start looking at you got to put Cousins. You got to sit Cousins, and then basically once you sit Cousins, then Penix comes
Bronny, I forgot to say because I missed it. That's Bronny. It's Kobe if I make it. It's Bronny if I miss.
If Penix makes it, you have to. If you bring like Penix, you go 0-4. You got to sit Cousins, let Penix take over, and basically at that point, you have to let Penix lose it for you. Penix has to lose that spot, and I don't see that happening because you drafted him, Mr. Fontenot, and here's my other thing: if Penix doesn't work out, if you guys can't find success when you inevitably put Penix in, Fontenot is 100% fired. If he's not, he's on the hot seat if he's not already on the hot seat. If Penix doesn't work out, I say give me by week 8. If Penix should be in the game.
But you know what? Though that information is fun to know.
I got it.
Dad jokes. They're so bad. All right.
So I want to play a little game with you.
All
right. So we gonna play Would You Rather? We played this game before.
You got anything to say about Bijan before we go forward?
Yes. So it's just basically to piggyback off what you said earlier. Bijan being a bright spot in a very bad day. That's 100% the truth because he's the only person you're getting any type of production from. And that is not a good thing. It's not a good look at all because if the only person on your team that's having I think the word that people say is modicum or whatever, I want to start learning some bigger, awesome words to use during the show. But, any semblance of success is Bijan Robinson, the guy who started his own mustard line. That's a problem because you can win the game by just running the ball, but you also got to have a good defense as well. And they don't have that either. So something has to happen, and Bijan being the only one, I wouldn't be surprised if when Bijan's contract is up in 2 years, he's looking for a new home because there's no way he's going to resign.
Why would he? He's not having success. I mean, the money matters. It's nice to be in Atlanta and all that. It really depends on if he values winning more than money. I mean, he got 111 yards, his 68 on the ground, 43 in the air. But this is the change. You know how it's kind of an assumption that Jair will get some of the attention. Last week he really didn't. Bijan got 85.5% of the backfield touches. That's more than he's ever had. So, I mean, they can't go wrong giving Bijan the ball, especially if everybody else wants to come up short and half-ass it out there. Then you got it. Bijan doesn't appear to be the one that's that.
Yeah.
And that's like 88.5% of the touches for Bijan. So if he's getting the ball, that can only be good for you. They should stop bullshitting around, trying to use those receivers so much because you got Pitts. Pitts is capable. We still haven't seen London show the ability to even get open. But we know Pitts can be a matchup if he's actually used. So let's take advantage of what we do have out there, Falcons fans. I don't say we as in as I'm one of you, because I'm definitely not. But what I do mean is use what you have. You get what you use what you got to get what you want. You got Pitts, you got Bijan. Use them. You're not going to put too much strain on Cousins. Quick outs, quick hits to Pitts, quick hits to Bijan out the backfield. You can use those outside receivers less frequently since they're not going to be as open. Use what you got. Use the talent that you have out there. Run Bijan, run Algier, or whatever the hell. Run them down the defense throat. Use the talent you have. London isn't it. Mooney's never going to be it. But Pitts, there's still hope there. I mean, Ray McLeod should not be leading the team in targets under any circumstances. So
absolutely. Well, 100% agree with that.
Right. So, for Eagles' sake, let's hope that's the scenario that plays out. And they don't run it down our throat with Bijan because that's going to be a problem. Pitts, we should be able to handle Pitts fine. London, those receivers out there shouldn't be an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Not compared to what they faced last week. This is going to be a cupcake game almost. Well, I don't want to say that because there's no such thing, but
yeah,
it's closest it's going to get really in this schedule.
Yeah, we don't want this to be. We don't want a letdown game this early.
Nah, but this is the kind of game where that happens.
Yeah.
Luckily, it's in Philly, so that works in our favor there.
So I was thinking, let's play a game of Would You Rather, but I already see that becoming very one-sided. So, but then might as well just play it a little bit. Jalen Hurts, Kirk Cousins.
I want the one that can move. So give me Hurts.
Saquon, Bijan. Ooh,
Saquon for now. I'm not gonna. I mean, I like Bijan, but I like Saquon.
Okay.
Bijan. Yeah, I like him, I guess. He doesn't have the injury history of Saquon, and I guess that means he's got higher potential to return on your investment by picking him up because there seems to be less of a likelihood of him missing games. Give me Bijan.
Yeah, I agree with that because I wanted Bijan. He was probably going to be the pick if it wasn't for Atlanta swinging in and get him. So this is a revenge game.
Then we wouldn't have Barkley.
True.
Oh,
AJ or Drake London?
He was better. I'm saying Jahan Dotson or Drake London. That might have actually taken some thought, but yeah, obviously AJ Brown.
Okay, Devontae Smith or Darnell Mooney. It's really one side.
Eagles receiving core 1 through 7 over everyone in Atlantis, including Drake London.
Here's a good one. Here's a good one. Dallas Goedert, Kyle Pitts. I would agree with
hearing Goddard's supposed to be this big X factor, but I have yet to really see it too often.
I don't see it either. I could see where he's like a key like safety net for the team, but as the Eagles team gets better, he just kind of keeps dropping down as like that guy. So
yeah,
I would take Pitts. And again, Pitts was almost an Eagle, so like Atlanta took our guy twice. Did you hear the comment that that Goddard actually said? It was very funny.
Nah, probably not.
It's trending right now. He said, "Do you know why they have sidewalks?"
Oh yes, I did hear that. Actually, I had no idea who said it from the Eagles.
It was Goddard. He said, "I don't know if you guys watching the video. I don't know if you've heard it. it'll probably come on your brain by the time this video's up. Dallas
Yes, it'll
Goddard.
come on your brain. Huh. As I'm eating fucking well. All right.
Goddard said,
No
Goddard said, do y'all know why there were sidewalks? And he said, because the streets is not for everybody. Let's go kill these dudes. Oh, that's iconic. Because it's iconic because you don't expect somebody like South Dakota, North Dakota guy like Dallas Goddard to say something like that. But then at the same time, it's just a dope phrase to hear somebody say because, and from my opinion, I look at Dallas Goddard and I'm like, bro, the streets ain't for you either.
Basically.
But I respect him for thinking of some stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a nice at least you tried kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't really back up his performance. He didn't go out there and kill a motherfucker. Ironically, DeMar Hamlin almost did, but Dallas Goddard did not.
Listen. What everybody got to understand is if Tua's head was like a few inches to the left or right, we would have had a part two.
Right, they would have had an ambulance now for both of them.
It would have been
they
over.
Had him parachuted out. You just got the choppers to wheel him out of there.
The NFL couldn't survive.
And Hamlin was just like, he didn't even make the tackle. Fucking Tua tackled his damn self.
Yeah.
He really did. He tackled his damn self.
Yeah. Speaking of Tua. I have a question. We asked it in a poll on our page, but I'm not satisfied. I want everybody to give us their answer inside the comment, but I'm going to ask you, Boulevard, and I really need you to get down and explain to me why you feel this way. Should Tua retire, considering he's had so many concussions?
Was it 4 and 5 years? No, he's still got like 15 more to go before he should think about retiring. At that rate, that's like 3 more seasons. I mean, what, Troy Aikman had, like 20, 22, something like that?
Okay.
So Tua got a long way to go. But I will say this much. He going to get there a lot quicker if he don't learn to slide.
Should Tua wear a Guardian cap?
Yes. He should wear 3 of them fuckers. He should wear 3. He should wear 1 underneath and 2 on top. Because until he can show us that he knows again how to slide and not go diving neck first into defenders. Yeah, he got to wear Guardian caps.
Listen, he's allowing.
I know they're stupid looking, but I'd be fine if everybody had to wear Guardian caps.
Honestly,
people worrying about looking good. Like, you don't know what the hell you're looking like. Stop worrying about the hell you look like out there and go make the damn play. It's not a fashion show.
There was somebody that actually wore a Guardian cap, and I honestly didn't notice that they had on the Guardian cap. Because when you're in the midst of the game, you don't notice things like that. You're not paying attention to stuff like that. Wear the Guardian cap, guys. Take care of your health. DeMar Hamlin, you need a Guardian chest protector.
I need a Guardian body, whole uniform. Just one piece. Snap into that shit.
The CMC. CMC. So basically, CMC has been put on an injured reserve. It's not going to be a season-long thing. They don't do that anymore. He's expected to miss 4 games. Although Ricky Pearsall, he's working out again after 50 Cent in it.
His name is Wiki Pearsall.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see what happens with the 49ers. Can they win without Charlie McCaffrey?
Well, yeah, I mean, last week they did. They had no trouble. Jordan
No.
Mason looked like he was plenty capable of commanding his own offense. But I mean, that's the Shanahan system. It works for every running back.
The shit.
I mean, it made Mike Anderson a 1,000-yard rusher, and people don't even remember him. I'm pretty sure that's what the Peyton Hillis year was a Shanahan type offense. So that's just what it do.
You said, who you say again? What was his name?
Mike Anderson.
Mike Anderson. Who the fuck is Mike Anderson? Did he play for the Broncos? I just don't remember that guy.
Yeah, he was one of them rushers that got to 1,000 out of the Shanahan offense, out of the dead.
I just had to make sure I knew who the hell Yep, that's him. Okay. We can move on. I know who we're talking about. Jesus.
Yeah, we going way back.
You said Mike Anderson. Mike Anderson.
I'm Louis Anderson.
Not Louis.
All right. Let's get back on track.
So, Boulevard.
Yes.
So, this Eagles-Falcons game.
Mm-hmm.
It's way too easy to just say Eagles win.
Of course.
So, I'm going to go a step further, and I'm going to say Eagles blow the Falcons out. I would even go as far as say that Atlanta Eagles shut the Falcons out. Like, they don't allow them to score, not even a field goal. They don't move past the Eagles' 30-yard line.
All game.
All game.
Damn. You think it's rookie mode on Madden?
Yep.
I only play on rookie mode.
I don't believe him 1 second.
Seriously, I mean, I'm gonna get every damn stat I can. If I'm not playing a human being, why do I need the challenge? Why do I need a computer to pretend to be a challenge?
You know what? You just gave me. I don't know. You know,
I want my quarterbacks to finish the season with 203 touchdowns. I don't care.
That's
you got to
I play on all Madden. You make so much sense right now. Why am I playing on all Madden in my own franchise? Thank you, Boulevard. I understand what I do now.
You want a challenge? You play a human being.
Right.
Right.
So, for the fantasy guys out there, guys who's going to be doing their pick'ems, Boulevard, can you let us know what we should be doing?
Okay. Well, Philadelphia's a 6-point favorite. Their runner is 47.5, so I'm guessing the projection is about 27-20. I'm not going to get into that +5. I mean, that 0.5 nonsense. I'll say 27, 20, 27, 21, something like that, 28, 21. You know what I mean. Y'all can do numbers. 6-point favorite, 47 points, 47, 48 points. Obviously, you take the over on the points. He says it's going to be a blowout. I say both teams are going to be scoring. Because the Eagles defense ain't really showed that they can stop anybody yet either.
True.
They're still young, and they're still trying to figure out who's going where because Maddox may not be the nickel. So we may not even have that figured out yet, especially after last week. Maddox may not be the nickel. That's something to pay attention to in this game because after last week, nah. So both teams are going to be scoring, in my opinion. I'd say if the first team to 30, 31 wins, probably. Seems like that kind of game. Maybe only one team hits 30, first team to 30 wins. But obviously you put it on Philadelphia.
Well,
but that defense hasn't shown that they're even capable of stopping this offense. And this offense can stop itself because the quarterback don't move. Maybe the Eagles defense gets pressure, which is almost a big maybe. Then we can talk about something. But until then, I mean, it's the same way on the other side. If the Falcons defense can get pressure, I mean, that's how Hurts threw the interception last week. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, what was he? 4 for 13. That's what the numbers say. 4 for 13 under pressure. But for 3.8 yards with an interception, 3.8 yards per attempt. The only worst quarterback under pressure was Bryce Young. The quarterback right above him was Bo Nix. Now, if he can keep the pocket clean, he can do his thing. He will do his thing if they can keep the defense off his ass. That's not even a big if. That's very possible because it's the Falcons. They have players. Pittsburgh to 6 field goals. And like you look at that and you're like, is that Pittsburgh offense, which to be nice is a work in progress, or is that the Falcons defense? They blitzed 16% of the time, which is barely any. And they played man coverage on, get this, they played man coverage on 0% of their passing plays. Zone all game. Now, that said, let me give you Hurts' numbers last week against zone coverage. Against zone coverage, he was 9 for 19 with both interceptions, 5.7 yards an attempt. Okay, that's all they played. We was the point. He was 7 of 10 with 2 touchdowns on 14, damn near 15 yards an attempt. So that is how you challenge Hurts, is to do exactly what the Falcons defense did last week. So, yeah, this is going to be a closer game than the stat lines are going to have you believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as far as fantasy, anybody, they're probably not available. None of these Eagles players are going to be available. But do you see Jahan Dotson being more of a weapon this week? Or do you feel like it'll just have to stick on Devontae and AJ?
I didn't hear anything you said. It was acting up.
Do you think that Jahan Dotson will become more of a weapon this week? We think they'll figure out how to get him active, or do you think it'll be more of the same with AJ and Devontae taking over?
He was out there last week. He only had, one target? It has to be more. They have to use him. You can't just be out there as a decoy. That would be a waste of his talents. I mean, use the weapons you have. I'm not saying scheme him open, make him a priority or anything, but I mean, you have the weapons you have. He's where he is on the depth chart for a reason.
Right.
I mean, he's the third option, and the 2 options are so far superior to him. So if he gets open, yeah, I'm sure he gets the ball, but that's if he gets open. They're not going to prioritize getting him open, because why would they when you have at least 3 better offensive options so far? And
right.
Goddard. So.
Right.
No, I mean, I'd say if he gets 5 targets, that's a good day for him.
I agree.
If he gets 80 yards and a touchdown, that's a great day for Dotson. Somebody's going to have to be an X factor, though. It's going to come down to specific plays, like big plays. Minutes left. It's going to come down to last couple possessions.
Okay. I agree with that.
I mean,
other than that, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The reason I say that it's going to be like an offensive thing, because last week, all those big plays the Eagles gave up. Apparently, they gave up 7 plays of 20 or more last week.
Yeah.
That will never work. That will never work. So
no,
we can't have that again.
Yeah, because if they go against a team that has a good quarterback, it's a problem. It's a problem.
15 yards per completion when the passes were caught. Other than allowed 48.6 completion percentage, but they were big plays when they were caught.
Right.
And they were caught consistently because there was only, one or two drives that went 3 and out for Green Bay?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look. I like the Eagles' offense. The Eagles' offense will always be able to score. So as long as the defense can hold Atlanta, it's possible. Eagles can win. Eagles can win is going away if the defense can do their job. Because the Eagles can just run Barkley down Atlanta's throat, keep Atlanta's, wear Atlanta's defense out.
Yeah.
That'd be my guess. But they
I
have
agree
the
with
weapon. Josh Jacobs ran all over them last week. So they have to keep up. They have to keep Atlanta off the field.
Yes.
That's it. But they can't have Jalen Hurts being Jalen Hurts either. Like his last 19 games, he has 23 giveaways. That doesn't work.
I
We're
agree
going to have all sorts of stats. You want some nerd stats?
I
got
do.
nerd stat.
Give us some nerd
All
stats.
right. This is one I love. This first one makes me happy as fuck. The Eagles used motion on 53.3% of their dropbacks in week 1 after 27.9 in 2023. I love that. That's double what they were running before. And I'd say use it more. Make the defense to react. Make the defense have to pay attention, not just that's probably the wrong way to phrase it, but make the defense work for it.
Yeah.
Don't make it easy on them.
I like that.
The Eagles allowed a league-high 7.1 yards per play in week 1. The Falcons had a 57.7 success rate on first down plays, but a 30% success rate on all other downs. The Eagles had a 54.3% success rate on non-first downs. But here's one that will not get your hopes up. The Eagles have not won a game by more than one possession since October 2nd of last year when they beat the Dolphins. Every game is a challenge for them. They're making it harder on themselves. And they can't keep doing that because that'll work against them.
Like that might be a coaching thing.
It could be. Could very well be. We need to see better. A lot better.
All right.
We need big plays. Fucking ants. We need big plays. That's what we need.
I agree.
Lots and lots of big plays. We need big plays. We need runs to keep possession, runs to kill clock. And we need to contain Bijan Robinson.
Yes.
I got over-unders for you.
Yes, please do. We want it.
Okay.
We need it.
I kept it fairly simple this week. Over-under 240 for Hurts in the air.
Over.
Wow. I like that. Over-under 280 for Cousins in the air.
Under.
Yeah, he may not even finish the game at this rate. Total yards 150 for Barkley.
Total yards?
Mm-hmm.
Over.
Okay, 120 for Bijan.
Total yards? Over.
No, not just rushing.
Oh, just rushing? Under. Way under.
More yards, Devontae or AJ?
AJ.
Who has the most targets for the Falcons? McLeod, Mooney, or London?
London.
3+ sacks for Philly? Over or under?
Over.
More than one turnover for Hurts?
He's going to have 2 turnovers.
Okay. Those are all my questions. What else you got?
I got nothing, but that last one kind of stung a little bit.
Yeah. Numbers will do that. They say they don't lie, but they can definitely say exactly what you want them to say.
Yeah.
They can be manipulated like a motherfucker.
Well, other than that, I got
We
nothing.
barely cleared a half hour. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen,
So
I
what you
hope
want to
you're
close
ready.
out with? Do you say?
I want you all to be ready for football. Football is coming. So get out there, get your notepads and stuff ready, and hit us up in our inboxes and get ready for Monday, because that's the game y'all need to be looking out for. If y'all have anything whatsoever that y'all feel like we did wrong, we missed, please feel free to hit us up in our comments, because we want it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And to that, I say, you, me, and Boulevard, we have tried and tried, but we haven't done it. That's why we're here. We can't all be starters. So, Boulevard has the inside track, and he tells you exactly what you need to know. So let him know, Boulevard. Let him know.
Us.